Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Ozarks. We have the Hillbilly Tarot, y'all. Oh my gosh. This is like, I didn't even know this existed. And then someone posted in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group page a reading that they had done that had cards from this amazing little deck that I wasn't aware of. It's an indie deck. It's like, where has this been? Where has this been my entire life? Holy shamoly. Oh my gosh, geese. So, you guys, the Ozarks and Appalachia and all of this stuff. This is me. This is me in a deck, okay? Most of it. There are aspects to being an Ozark American, redneck. No, not redneck. Sorry, I'm not a redneck. Don't ever associate me with a redneck. I'm a hillbilly. There is a difference. We hillbillies hang on to tradition, and we love our grandmas, and okay. It's a whole thing. It's just a whole thing. So this comes with this little bitty book. It's just a little white book. It's nothing to just really, I have not read it. I haven't. So I'm not going to lie to you and say that I have and make it sound like this is not a good, worthy piece of literature. But, I know the tarot, so I don't really need the book so much. But this was created by a Christian preacher, you guys. Created by Reverend Dr. James. Did I say James Brown? Oh no, I didn't. Created by Reverend Dr. David Brown. There is a difference. No James Brown here, guys. Not today. We'll save him for a different day in a different deck. This, guys, is the Hillbilly Tarot. Okay, so let's talk just for a second. This is a hillbilly. And he's got his corn cob pipe, and he's got his coon dog. Such a hillbilly. And the card backs here, it's like a quilt. Here in the Ozarks, we really, really appreciate our hand-me-down quilts we get. These are our inheritance often from our grandmothers, and our great aunts and people who have sat and hand-stitched these things, and we treasure them with our lives. Yes. So I love the fact that it's a quilt back. And the cardstock is good. It's not matte and it's not glossy. It's just kind of a basic finish. I haven't shuffled it yet, but I imagine that it's going to shuffle like a freaking dream. So let's go through and look. And you guys, forgive me. I know that my hands are gross, okay? My fingernails are gross. I don't do manicures, and I really don't do that kind of shit when it's garden season. And I'm actually in my greenhouse right now. I'm surrounded by dirt everywhere, and to be honest with you, whatever this funk is under my fingernails is either dirt or horse feed, and it's not COVID-19, you guys. It's not. And I do wash my hands. Okay, anyhow, moving on. Instead of the magician, we have the moonshiner, and check him out. There is nothing more magic, you guys, than the alchemy of taking corn and turning it into alcohol. Making moonshine. This is magic right here. Look at him. He's got his little ponytail back there. I don't know if it's an actual mullet or if it's just a ponytail. Who knows? Who cares? Looks great. I dig. Okay. So the high priestess is the farmer's daughter. How cute is that? She's got her little mushroom. She's got a bat and a froggy and a kitty. Yeah. She's just sitting there on the pond bank, and to be honest with you, she's thinking about skinny dipping. She's going to be like, yeah, no, this swimsuit top aka bra, is just gonna go, and I'm gonna get in that water and swim with that frog because it's gonna happen. Okay, and the Empress, of course, is Ma, and look at her. She's got her foot down on that snake. She's like, not up in here. I'm gonna protect my babies and my everything. And she's just out there shucking her corn. You go, girl. Okay, and here's Pa. Check him out. And you know what? I'm believing it. I'm believing it. He is the embodiment of the Emperor, you guys. He just is. I mean, look at him. Look at this dude. I ain't gonna mess with him. Especially because he's got that gun. But look, he's been drinking some shine, too. He's probably been out hunting these whitetail up here on the ridge, too. Yeah, ain't messing with him. He is the Emperor. And now we go to the Hierophant. Yes, our religious leader. Yes, and I don't know how many of you guys, especially if you're not in the United States, if you're familiar with these snake handling churches that do seem to pop up, you know, in hill country. Yeah, they do exist. And what a way to test your faith than to play with snakes and prove that you really do believe God when he says he's not going to kill you. And he's drinking poison, and what is he doing? Oh yeah, he's playing with fire. Nice. And then the lovers, we got the shotgun wedding. So how perfect is this? Look at the little baby raccoon up in the tree, just like spectator sport here. She's got her little baby bump. Can we just talk about that? Okay, but Daddy's back there pointing his shotgun. Like, this is decisions happening under duress. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, the blockader would be the Chariot, and you guys, I don't understand why they didn't use pickup trucks, because really, pickup trucks, that's what we need. Well, maybe even oversized, jacked up, huge pickup trucks that you need a freaking ladder to climb up into, because you have to compensate for other things by having a oversized pickup truck when you struggle in other areas. And then we have the Mountain Man for strength, and it's perfect. I can't remember that. What is the name of that TV show that had, oh, dang it. I can't remember, and I'm not going to start singing the theme song, although I could. So the Hermit is the Mountaineer. I mean, he's got everything going on here. And whenever I was in high school, our team mascot was the Mountaineer, so I was a cheerleader for the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. How cool is that? Yeah. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Mill. The grist mill. Okay, look at this dude. Look at the silver tongue. Don't trust him. He's a city slicker. Just don't trust him. But yeah, he's got a contract. I know this is justice and it's supposed to be fair, but I'm feeling a little like this is just not. I don't trust him. He's a city slicker. Okay, and baptism would be the Hanged Man. And so that makes total sense because, you know, when you're baptized, you go under the water and then you come up and you're a whole new person with a whole new perspective and you're living a whole new way, which, I mean, you see the ripples in the water around his head. It's just very, yeah. Okay, moving on. Okay, roadkill. Roadkill for death, you guys. And this is pretty poignant. Let me see. Who is it? Oh. I think it's a possum. Is it a possum? I don't know. Oh, there's a scorpion there. I don't know. It looks like it might be a possum. However, it's skunk breeding season here in the Ozarks right now. So if there is roadkill, it's very fragrant. Now we're on to Temperance. Fire water. She's got her moonshine in the jug and she's got her cigarette, and she better make sure that she's not overdoing either one. She's got to make sure that to temper all of that. she's got a pet kitty, a mountain lion. I mean, who am I to talk? I had a pet bobcat in my backyard, so, I mean, whatever. Okay, so now we're at the crossroads, which would be the devil. Look, you guys know the lore of selling your soul to the devil, meeting him at the crossroads, and then all of a sudden becoming really proficient in certain skills. Yeah, that's that. Oh, look. Those two were up in that silo. Look at all the corn flying out. They were up in that silo, and I bet you they weren't shucking corn. Lightning came, and then there they go. Scared the shit out of that horse, too. Okay, so this would be the star, the garden, which, you know, the garden is a place that, yes, it is very healing and very peaceful and nurturing, and it brings you back to, yeah, okay, so, but when I look at this, I don't immediately think star, because it doesn't look like it's night to me, but, you know, I digress. The moon is the outhouse, and look, there's a possum down there, and it looks like some rainbow trout just jumping out of the stream. And man, whenever I was a little girl, I went to a country church that my grandfather preached at, and there was no plumbing. Like, if you wanted to drink a water at church, you were screwed. If you needed to take a tinkle, you had to go outside and use the outhouse. For real. I often used that excuse just so that I could go outside and play and not have to sit through sermons. Yeah, so the sun is actually the youngins, and aren't they freaking cute? Not really. Those kids aren't cute. They're not cute kids. I'm sorry. I have cute kids. I mean, they're not kids anymore, but my kids were cute. These kids aren't cute. Oh, well. Okay. So judgment, revival. If you've ever been to a revival in your life, you have never felt more judged than at a revival. I mean, you just know your ass is going to burn and go up in flames if you don't get your ass out of that seat and go running towards the altar and just lay it all out there. I mean, they really have a way with words, these evangelists. Okay, so the world is the county fair, and I mean, she has the whole world right there. Look, everything. She's even got funnel cakes and lemonade back there in that little, yeah. Oh, do you guys hear that? That sounds like a hillbilly driving a pickup truck. So, now, this deck is pretty different. It's made to where you can separate out the major arcana and just use the rest of these cards for playing cards. Like, you could play poker with these. But it's interesting because there's not the page and the knight and the queen and the king. It's you'll see. They throw this oddball card in there to even it out and make it, yeah, you'll understand. Okay, so the suits are now changed also, but they do make sense. They really do. So this is the suit of hubcaps, which is the suit of pentacles. So this is the ace of hubcaps. And this is a pick deck, so I'm just going to kind of walk through it real quick. They do have keywords, but the keywords do kind of make sense. Yeah, hubcaps, guys. And moving on. Okay, now we're on to these quartz, which are really funky, and this might throw you off. I know it does me a little bit because I don't understand where the page and the knight and the king and the queen are. I would have just rather had a regular tarot deck than one that's like a hybrid. But, you know, it's hillbilly, so I'm going to roll with it. This is the bootlegger. And you know, this is how NASCAR got started, is people running their moonshine back during the Prohibition days. Okay, and the Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Hillbilly TV, none other than Daisy Duke. How cool is she? Oh, the king of racing. Yes. Okay, now here's this oddball card kind of thing they throw in. The spirit of tradition. It's beautiful, though. It's beautiful. I don't know how well you can see, but that's the Ozarks. That's Appalachia. It's the Ozarks. It's hill country. Okay. All right. Now to the suit of swords, which is renamed the suit of knives. And these are not just any knives. These are hunting knives. These are like, every guy has a knife like this here. And I mean, unless they're a city slicker. I wouldn't want to meet a city slicker with this kind of knife. They might not have the same intentions. Okay. Moving on, because I don't want this video to last 12 years. Because my internet sucks balls. So it takes forever to get anything to upload. Now we have the old coon hunter. Oh my. And the queen of basketball. I don't know this chick. I have no idea who she is. I'm guessing that she is a basketball coach down in Tennessee. That's the best I can get. But she's the queen of basketball. I'm not going to cross her. She looks really intense. Okay, the king of country music. Yes. Oh my goodness. Hank Williams, you guys. Look, he's at the Grand Ole Opry. Okay, another one of those weird old funky cards that they just throw in there. It's the spirit of self-sufficiency. And if there is one thing that a hillbilly is, that is self-sufficient. We don't have, like, huge big box stores just, you know, down the road just to get to. I mean, we got to drive a long ways to get to anywhere. And living so remotely, you just learn to make do. So, yeah, duct tape. You got duct tape. You can do anything. If you got a clothes hanger, hello. You can, like, unclog your drains. All kinds of things. Okay, so moving on to the suit of cups, which is renamed the suit of jugs. Moonshine. This is all about moonshine. Can you believe a preacher made this deck? I love it. Oh, look, it's sin. Here we go. Okay. All right. Hold the phone. This guy. If you guys don't know who Popcorn Sutton is, do yourself a favor. Write his name down and then look him up. Popcorn Sutton. Look him up on YouTube. Watch some of his videos. You want to know what a hillbilly is? This is the epitome of a hillbilly right here. I love Popcorn Sutton. He's no longer with us. Rest in peace, the old moonshiner. Queen of country music, oh my goodness, heck yes, Dolly Parton, and she totally fits the suit of cups too. She really does. I mean, she fits the suit of wands too, but I could see this queen of jugs. Oh my God, it just hit me, y'all. She's the queen of jugs. Okay, there we go. King of kings, Jesus. King of kings, Lord of lords, Jesus. And our oddball card is the spirit of intoxication. Yes. Be careful with that moonshine. And you guys, if you ever have somebody offer you apple pie moonshine, yes, please. But be really careful because it's not apple pie. And yeah, it could straight up kill you. So, okay. Ace of shotguns. So now we are on to wands. Get it? Fire, gun, wands, suit of fire. Okay. All right. Enough. Here we go. Moving on. I'm working my way through. It's actually pretty quiet out here in my greenhouse, you know? I mean, I can hear the roosters way back there, but this is pretty peaceful. Johnny Knoxville, you guys. There you go. You old jackass. I love it. Check her out. She's the queen of pinups. Elvis, down there at Graceland. Okay, now here's the oddball card for this suit, and it is, yes, the rebel flag, which can be very triggering to some people. To me, it's not, and I think it's just because it was such a familiar sight for me growing up. And it really had nothing to do with hate. It really was just always there. Also, my dad was a Civil War reenactor for the Confederacy. So there's that. History. He had a belt buckle that had that. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, you guys, what do you think? What do you think about this deck? Give me your honest opinions. I think it is a very usable deck. I still need to I need to go through this book and figure out those weird wonky doodle cards. But I think it's a cool deck. Drop me a comment down below, please, and let me know what you think. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And if you watched this long, double, double, double thank you. Hugs and kisses, but no corona. Love you guys. Bye-bye.